Do we want to get rocked?
Firstly, just let me welcome you all here today. It's a very exciting time for Scottish ice hockey, and this tournament will help improve our visibility and relationship with the Scottish media and of course our fan base. I am honoured today to be joined by Todd Kelman of the Belfast Giants. Todd's the general manager of a hugely successful Elite League team that Edinburgh want to emulate, and Belfast will be the other team in this tournament, along with the Toronto Marlies and Hamilton Bulldogs. Also joining us today is Torquil McLeod from Homecoming Scotland and Donna Finney of Edinburgh City Council. The tournament will feature two American League ice hockey teams, Toronto Marlies, who are the AFL affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Hamilton Bulldogs, who are the AHL affiliate of the Montreal Canadiens, two of the largest sporting organisations in the world. So it's a great achievement that these teams will turn up. And two Elite League teams, the Edinburgh Capitals and the Belfast Giants. The tournament will start with a head-to-head clash between the Marlies and the Bulldogs on Thursday the 24th of September. And it will be followed by the tournament, which will start the Saturday and the Sunday of the 26th and 27th of September for the Gardner Cup. A little bit of history about ice hockey, and it's been a bit of a revelation to me, but when I started looking into the roots of Scottish ice hockey, it's quite remarkable the early settlers leaving from Scotland and their impact in the development of the game. At that time, a lot of the language and lingo that's used in modern day ice hockey came from the old Scots language. Like the word puck, it's Scots Gaelic. The word rink was taken from the curling rinks. So a lot of heritage there. Ice hockey became a winter version of the game known as shinty, which has been played in the Highlands of Scotland for centuries. The Gardner Cup was a sort of another remarkable find for someone like myself, who's played in Edinburgh for 30 odd years, to eventually realise we had an Edinburgh-born superstar of NHL hockey. And the story behind Charles Gardner, it really is a remarkable story. Known as the Wandering Scotsman, he was one of the game's preeminent goaltenders during the 1920s and 30s, and is honoured in Canada's Sports Hall of Fame and Hockey Hall of Fame, and remains to this day the only goalie captain of any team that's captained his team to win the Stanley Cup. He was born in Edinburgh and Henderson Row, and he moved to Canada, to Winnipeg area, with his family when he was 7. After recently reading the book about him, if you're really looking for a role model in sport, he was certainly one of them. I'll now pass you over to Todd Kelman from the Belfast Giants for some of your comments.
Do you want me to stand up?
Yeah, go on.
No? Okay. Well, first of all, it's a great honor to be here today, and thank you both for letting us participate in this tournament. I think this is a huge deal for hockey in the UK. I don't think people that maybe aren't big hockey fans understand how big of a deal this is. I would say these are the two best hockey teams that have ever played on UK soil, by far. We've been lucky enough in Belfast to play teams from the Swedish Elite League, from the Danish Elite League, from the German Elite League. These are the two feeder teams for the most storied franchises in hockey history. The Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs, the two most well-known ice hockey teams in the world. Part of the original six, and to this day they remain probably the most well-known franchises. When Scott told me about it, well, I won't tell you what I said to him because I didn't believe him. And it's something that teams across the UK have been trying to get involved in. Everyone says, you know, we need to build a relationship with the NHL, with the top league in the world, and we've never been able to do it. And I think this is the initial first step in maybe doing that. Hopefully next year we can emulate this. We can do it again, whether we do it in Edinburgh, whether we do it in Belfast. But I think this could be an ongoing relationship with the AHL. I hope it is, which is why I wanted to be involved this year. You know, we're taking a big chance because we're both giving up home dates, but I think it's worth it because the potential for this weekend could have huge potential across the league. I think fans from all over the world are going to come to this. I'm sure fans from Toronto and from Hamilton are going to want to come see their teams travel over here. The one thing you have to know, you might not realize that I'm not from here by my accent, but the one thing you got to understand, in Canada, everyone that's had a pint of Guinness thinks they're Irish, and everyone that has ever worn plaid claims to be Scottish. So everyone's got roots in Scotland, everyone's got roots in Ireland. I myself have a grandmother from Northern Ireland and a grandfather from Scotland, so they'd be very proud if they knew I was taking part in this. But I think from that alone, there's so much history in the game, so many hockey players that have Scottish roots and have Irish roots, and I think it'll be great. Our fans will be absolutely pumped about this. They love coming to Edinburgh. I don't know if they remember the games all the time, but they sure have a good time in your bars and restaurants, that's for sure. But we have a great relationship with the Capitals. It's probably one of the closest relationships we have with another team because we both benefit so much from traveling fans and from the relationship we have across the waters, being our closest team in the Elite League. So once again, thank you very much for inviting us to take part in this, and I think it'll be a massive success. And by the turnout today, it looks like there's going to be a lot of interest in Edinburgh, and I know there'll be a lot of interest in Northern Ireland, and hopefully across Canada as well.
Okay, thanks, Todd. And I'd just like to thank Belfast for coming to this tournament, and we do have that great relationship, and I think this one will be a fantastic tournament. Now I'd like to pass you on to Torkel McLeod from Homecoming Scotland to tell us a little about the Homecoming Scotland and the link with the ice hockey tournament.
Hi there. I work as the programme manager for Homecoming Scotland, and I'm liaising with the over 300 events that are taking part in the Homecoming programme this year, and it's a great privilege and a pleasure to be welcoming ice hockey into that programme. 2009 is a big year for Scotland. The Homecoming is all about Scotland celebrating its many great contributions to the world and reconnecting with all those people around the world who have an ancestral link or just a love for the country. The Gardner Cup been on a steep learning curve regarding ice hockey over the last couple of weeks, and the Gardner Cup certainly provides a great opportunity to celebrate Scotland's global influence around the development of ice hockey throughout the world. And we're looking forward to welcoming thousands of people back to Edinburgh in 2009. I was chatting to Todd earlier just about the 4,000 people that go and watch his games in Belfast, and if we get a good percentage of them coming over, that would be great. And obviously Scott has a loyal support here, and if we can bring some travelling support from Canada, then that would be ideal. So it's great to see ice hockey as part of the Homecoming year, and hopefully it provides a good platform. Homecoming provides a good platform for Scott and Todd to take something that's quite a bold step, but take it forward for years to come.
Okay, I'd now like to pass you on to Donna Finney from the City Council, who have also been a tremendous help in pulling this all together.
Thanks, Scott. We're delighted to continue to work with Edinburgh Capitals, and I think bringing this tournament to Edinburgh is fantastic for many reasons, of which some have already been touched on. I think Todd touched on all the visitors that may come into the city, and obviously we've got a lot to show in Edinburgh, and we're delighted that we've got the opportunity to do that, especially with the Canadian visitors, many of whom it may be their first time into Scotland. So it's a great opportunity for us for visitors, but most importantly from our point of view to work with the Capitals, who have a fantastic kids programme, and we want to continue our support of the Capital Street Kids programme, which we already do in our Active City events programme. And this tournament allows us to continue that support, and hopefully through this tournament we'll be able to see more people involved in ice hockey, so that the Capitals can continue to grow.
Thank you. I'd just like to say thank you to Lucy Penton Rice and Kirsty Wade Potter from Cherry Picker Events for helping coordinate, a lot of the stuff in the background.